The lighting isn't great. I'm recording this in my truck. The reason is I'm wondering if Greg is going to let me in his house. He's really not talking to me at the moment because we had a little problem. The story here is I was supposed to come up here on Tuesday. I couldn't make it because I had other commitments. So I didn't come up until Wednesday. And this is what happened.
Are we centered?
We're centered, we're fine.
we're on the
Hi,
we're
guys.
on the air.
We're on the air. We are actually recording. We've got sound, we have everything. We're good. Anyway, hi guys. Jason and Greg from Tool Guys with Crossbows. And we're talking about mule deer.
Mule deer.
Not about killing them at all.
As Jason was saying, I was rather upset with him when he first came up for the hunting season because he was supposed to come on Tuesday, and I had been out spotting a good week or more before, and I found some mule deer, and they're hanging around this one field, and there was a buck in there. He wasn't huge, but he was a nice eater. I'd say he was probably 3-year-old, and I called Jason. I said, okay, I found the buck. I've got permission. Went and found the landowner and got permission so we could hunt there. And he says, oh, well, I can't come tomorrow because I got things to do, you know. And I went, really, you're retired. What could be so pressing that you're going to cut into our hunting time? Because another mistake we made is we didn't realize that mule deer here opened on the 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So this was already like the
September
6th or 8th or
6th
7th.
was the conversation. The 7th I was supposed to come up, and I didn't get here till the 8th.
Yeah, and anyways, so I went out to see if these mule deer were still hanging around. And so I went out. I thought, well, I'm just going to park and try to get you know, what their behavior is like. Where are they coming from? You know, like I wasn't sure where they were bedding, but I had a good idea that they're probably bedding in the field. Well, I pull into the little inlet that is there to enter the field where they come in with the tractors and the combines and the semis and everything else, and I'm sitting there.
Yes, Jason was supposed to come up so we could go out and hunt today. This is Tuesday, and I decided to go out and spot in the field that I found these muleys in. Right there in that bush, there's a hill there about 10 feet high of piled dirt, and I thought we could set up on top of that hill where we could see this corner of the field where I had spotted 4 or 5 muley hanging out for the past week. I've already got permission and I'm ready to go, and I'm just out on Tuesday evenings, and Jason couldn't make it, to see if I can spot any muleys around the area where I want to hunt. I'm sitting there for about half an hour. I'm just watching. And sure enough, what do I see? This great little muley buck that I had my sights on and I wanted to harvest. Now, since I've gone out there just spotting, I don't have my bow with me. He's 30 yards. I ranged him. He's 30 yards from me. If Jason was there with me, we would have been up on that hill, and I'd have got him. He was laying in the field here. He was bedded down right here. And watch. There he goes. Just lays down again. Now, as I said, I didn't have my bow with me, or I would have got my bow, got out of the truck, and just waited for him to stand up again. But I don't have my bow, and sure enough, there he is. He stands up. He's looking at me. He's looking at the truck, anyways. He's not too concerned about anything. And as I said, this is 30 yards. He's giving me ample opportunity to make a couple of shots here. And then he just starts strolling along easily and stops, has a look over at the truck again. He's sniffing the air and that. But then again, as you watch here, you'll see the farmer. He's over on the other side here. You should be able to see him shortly. But they're harvesting that field across the way. He's heading down to the middle of this field. There's a coulee that they like to move up and down, or a dry riverbed. And it's a low spot. And they get down there and they just kind of use it as a highway to travel back and forth from field to field. And that's why I thought this would be an ideal spot. There you can see the truck and the combine or whatever in the background there. That's the farmer across the street, and then also he's in the edge of the field on the other side. And this Mule, he has got a care in the world. He's just standing there. I think right now he's having a pee. But that's why I was upset with Jason, because if Jason had came up the way he was supposed to, that muley would be heading for my freezer already. But that's the way it goes. Guess I should have took my bow. Well, Jason shows up the next day, and this is what we find when we go back out to where I was, and we set up in the corner there, or by that corner. And there he is. There's that buck. But notice anything different about the field? And there he goes. Yes, they went in there and they cut the field. And I was wondering where that little buck went, but he was down in the coulee, or down in that river or creek bottom, dry creek bottom, and he was laid up. And he runs across the field. And if you noticed in the video before, there's a couple of small bushes over there, and he goes right to the bush. So I form a new plan.